Have you ever wondered what it would feel like to step into a living postcard, where every corner whispers ancient secrets, and every sunset paints the sky in colors that seem too perfect to be real? Welcome to Greece, a land where mythology meets reality, and where the very stones beneath your feet have witnessed the birth of democracy, philosophy, and Western civilization itself. I'm about to take you on a journey through one of the world's most extraordinary destinations, where crystal-clear waters lap against shores that have inspired poets for millennia, where whitewashed villages cling to cliff tops like precious gems, and where every meal is a celebration of flavors that have been perfected over thousands of years. But here's what most travel videos won't tell you about Greece. This isn't just another beautiful destination. This is a place that will fundamentally change how you see the world. Picture this. You're standing atop the Acropolis in Athens, as the golden hour light bathes the Parthenon in warm hues that have remained unchanged for over 2,000 years. The bustling city sprawls beneath you, but up here, time seems to stand still. This is just the beginning of what Greece has to offer, and by the end of this video, you'll understand why this Mediterranean paradise has been captivating travelers, philosophers, and dreamers for over 4 millennia. Let's start with the islands, because when most people think of Greece, they envision those iconic, blue-domed churches and impossibly blue waters. Santorini, perhaps the most photographed island in the world, rises from the Aegean Sea, like a crescent moon carved from volcanic rock. The villages of Oia and Fira perch on cliff tops, 300 meters above the sea, their white cubic houses cascading down the caldera walls like frozen waterfalls. But here's what makes Santorini truly magical. It's not just the Instagram-perfect views. It's the way the island was born, from one of the most catastrophic volcanic eruptions in human history, creating a landscape so dramatic that it's believed to have inspired Plato's legend of Atlantis. The sunsets in Santorini aren't just beautiful, they're spiritual experiences. As the sun melts into the Aegean, the sky transforms into a canvas of amber, rose, and deep purple, while the caldera waters reflect these colors like a mirror. Couples from around the world come here for proposals and weddings, but you don't need to be in love with someone else to fall in love with this place. The island has a way of making you fall in love with life itself. But Santorini is just one gem in a crown of over 6,000 islands scattered across the Greek seas. Mykonos pulses with energy, its narrow cobblestone streets alive with music spilling from tavernas and the gentle sound of waves against the harbor walls. The island's famous windmills, standing like ancient sentinels against the sky, have become symbols of Greece itself. Yet beyond the party reputation, Mykonos holds quieter treasures, hidden beaches where you can have pristine sand and turquoise water all to yourself, and traditional fishing villages where time moves at the pace of the tide. Crete, the largest of the Greek islands, is a world unto itself. Here, you can explore the ruins of the Minoan civilization, Europe's first advanced society, at the Palace of Knossos. The island's interior reveals a landscape of olive groves that stretch to the horizon, their silver-green leaves shimmering in the Mediterranean sun. The Samaria Gorge, one of Europe's longest gorges, cuts through the White Mountains like a secret passage, offering hikers a journey through landscapes that range from alpine to subtropical, within a single day's walk. Moving north to the mainland, Athens stands as the cradle of democracy and philosophy. The city pulsates with an energy that's both ancient and utterly contemporary. The Acropolis Museum houses treasures that tell the story of human achievement, while the nearby Plaka neighborhood offers winding streets where you can discover family-run tavernas that have been serving the same recipes for generations. The contrast is striking. You can touch marble that Pericles himself might have walked upon, then step into a modern cafe where locals debate politics with the same passion their ancestors brought to the ancient agora. The Parthenon, even in its weathered state, remains one of humanity's greatest architectural achievements. Built in the 5th century BCE, it embodies mathematical perfection and aesthetic beauty in ways that modern architects still study and admire. Standing before its towering columns, you're not just looking at a building. You're witnessing the physical manifestation of human ambition and creativity at its peak. But Greece's beauty extends far beyond its famous landmarks. The country's natural wonders are equally breathtaking. The Meteora monasteries in central Greece appear to defy gravity itself, perched atop towering rock pillars that rise from the Thessalian plains like stone skyscrapers. These monasteries, some dating back to the 14th century, were built by monks who sought isolation and spiritual connection. Today, they offer visitors a glimpse into both architectural ingenuity and breathtaking natural beauty. The Monastery of the Holy Trinity sits on a rock pillar so narrow and tall that it seems impossible that humans could have constructed anything there. Yet there it stands, its Byzantine architecture creating a perfect harmony with the dramatic landscape. The views from these monasteries stretch across valleys and mountains that shift color throughout the day, from the soft pastels of dawn to the rich golds and purples of sunset. In northern Greece, the Halkidiki Peninsula extends 3 finger-like projections into the Aegean Sea, each offering its own character and charm. The beaches here rival any in the Caribbean, with sand so fine it feels like silk between your toes, and waters so clear you can see the bottom 20 feet down. Mount Athos, the holy mountain on the easternmost peninsula, remains one of the world's most isolated monastic communities, preserving Byzantine traditions that have remained unchanged for over 1,000 years. The Greek islands of the Dodecanese, closer to Turkey than to mainland Greece, offer their own unique blend of cultures. Rhodes, with its medieval old town enclosed by massive stone walls, transports visitors back to the time of the Crusades. The Street of the Knights, paved with pebbles arranged in intricate patterns, leads to the Palace of the Grand Master, where you can almost hear the echoes of medieval pageantry. Yet step outside the walls and you'll find beaches and resort towns that cater to every taste, from quiet coves perfect for solitude to bustling beaches where music and laughter fill the air. The island of Patmos, where St. John is said to have written the Book of Revelation, offers a more contemplative experience. The monastery of St. John the Theologian crowns the island's highest hill, its fortress-like walls protecting treasures of Byzantine art and manuscripts. The cave where St. John received his visions has been transformed into a chapel, creating a space where history, spirituality, and natural beauty converge. Greek cuisine deserves its own chapter in any discussion of the country's wonders. This isn't just food, it's a philosophy of life that celebrates fresh ingredients, simple preparations, and the joy of sharing meals with others. The famous Greek salad, with its chunks of feta cheese, ripe tomatoes, crisp cucumbers, and Kalamata olives, tastes completely different when made with ingredients that were growing in Greek soil just hours before. The olive oil, pressed from olives that have been cultivated in the same groves for centuries, carries flavors that speak of the Mediterranean sun and sea air. Moussaka, layers of eggplant, meat, and bechamel sauce baked to golden perfection. represents the complexity and richness of Greek cooking. But equally memorable are the simpler pleasures. Grilled octopus tender enough to cut with a fork. Fresh fish grilled whole and served with nothing but lemon and olive oil. Or spanakopita, with its flaky phyllo pastry wrapped around spinach and feta. The Greek approach to dining is as important as the food itself. Meals are social events, times for conversation, laughter, and connection. The concept of pareia, the joy of being with a group of friends, is central to Greek culture. In tavernas across the country, you'll find locals lingering over meals that stretch for hours, savoring not just the food but the company and the moment. Greek hospitality, known as philoxenia, literally meaning love of strangers, isn't just a tourism slogan. It's a deeply ingrained cultural value. Visitors often find themselves invited into homes, offered the best seat in restaurants, or given directions with such enthusiasm that locals will walk several blocks out of their way to ensure you find your destination. This warmth and generosity create connections that transform a simple vacation into a collection of meaningful human encounters. The Greek language itself adds another layer of beauty to the experience. While many Greeks speak English, hearing Greek spoken in its native land connects you to a linguistic tradition that spans over 3 millennia. Words like democracy, philosophy, theater, and academy originated here, and hearing them in their original context adds depth to your understanding of their meaning. The performing arts in Greece maintain living connections to their ancient roots. The ancient theater of Epidaurus, with its perfect acoustics, still hosts performances during the summer festival season. Sitting in the same stone seats where audiences 25 centuries ago watched the first performances of plays by Sophocles and Euripides creates a connection across time that few other experiences can match. Greek folk music and dance express the soul of the culture in ways that transcend language barriers. The bouzouki's distinctive sound, the complex rhythms of traditional dances, and the passionate vocals of rebetiko songs tell stories of love, loss, struggle, and joy that resonate with universal human experiences. In tavernas and festivals across the country, you'll find yourself drawn into circles of dancers, welcomed regardless of your ability to follow the steps. The calendar of Greek festivals and celebrations offers windows into traditions that have been passed down through generations. Easter celebrations in Greece, following the Orthodox calendar, create experiences of profound beauty and spiritual significance. The midnight service on Easter Saturday, when candles are lit and passed from person to person, until entire communities glow with thousands of tiny flames, represents renewal and hope in the most tangible way possible. The changing seasons in Greece each offer their own rewards. Spring brings wildflowers that carpet the islands and mountainsides in brilliant colors, while autumn offers mild temperatures, perfect for hiking and exploring without the summer crowds. Winter, often overlooked by tourists, provides opportunities to experience Greek culture in its most authentic form, when locals reclaim their spaces and traditions continue without the overlay of tourism. Greek architecture tells the story of a civilization that has continuously adapted while maintaining its essential character. Byzantine churches, with their distinctive red-tiled roofs and ornate interiors, stand alongside neoclassical buildings from the 19th century and modern structures that incorporate traditional elements. The result is an architectural landscape that feels both timeless and vibrantly alive. The concept of kairos, the right or opportune moment, permeates Greek culture. Unlike the Western emphasis on chronological time, Greeks understand the importance of experiencing moments fully, of recognizing when the light is perfect, when the company is right, when the setting calls for celebration or contemplation. This philosophy of time creates space for the kinds of experiences that become treasured memories. As we reach the end of our journey through Greece's wonders, it's important to understand that this country offers something beyond beautiful photographs and memorable meals. Greece provides a different way of seeing the world, one that values beauty, celebrates human connection, and recognizes the profound in the everyday. Whether you're watching the sunrise paint a Parthenon in golden light, sharing a meal with new friends in a village taverna, or simply sitting by the sea listening to the eternal conversation between waves and shore, Greece offers moments of pure magic. True beauty of Greece lies not just in its stunning landscapes or rich history, but in its ability to awaken something within us. A sense of wonder, an appreciation for life's simple pleasures, and a recognition that some of humanity's greatest achievements happened right here, in this remarkable corner of the world. This is Greece, where every sunset is a masterpiece, every meal is a celebration, and every moment offers the possibility of magic.